สวัสดีครับ Greetings from Bangkok once again, Kasit Piromya. This time, I will give my personal comments on the new Thai Prime Minister, Mr. Srettha Thavisin and his cabinet. How he's going to run the government and lead the country into a prosperous and stable future. I have some worries, trepidations, concerns about the very position of the new Thai Prime Minister for a couple of reasons. First, he comes from a big business family in the property sector and gained a lot of success throughout the years. Highly recognized in the society in general and in the business circle in particular for his ability and his successes and so on. But he was never a politician, never expressed any views on the political happenings of Thailand throughout the past 2 decades at least. So he is a very much of a novice to the political arena of Thailand. And I am not so sure even that it was his intention to leave business activities and join politics. It is quite well known and quite accepted by all the political pundits, commentators and so on, that he was more or less picked up or handpicked by the former Prime Minister of Thailand, Mr. Thaksin Shinawatras, who is very much a big shot, very influential in the Thai political life of the past 2 decades. So Mr. Srettha Thavisin is not, and I don't think cannot be a man of his own or on his own, that he can have the freedom and the flexibility to do whatever he wants, that he deems fit for his cabinet, his government, and so on. Because he will always have to look up or look back to get some sort of inspiration or even instructions from the power that being, namely the Shinawatras family or Mr. Thaksin Shinawatras in particular. So it seems that he will not have the freedom and the flexibility to run the country as the Prime Minister of Thailand. The second constraint is the fact that he is running a coalition government of 11 parties. And for whatever policy measures to be carried out to serve the country and the people in general, there will be a need for constant process of consultation, accommodation, and adjustment, and so on. And how to harness all the coalition partners to toe their line and try to keep the unity and the common sense of purpose together. It would not be difficult, as Mr. Srettha Thavisin is not a seasoned politician. He is a newcomer. So he will have some difficulty adjusting to the reality of political life and how to communicate and work with the, I think, well-seasoned politicians or fellow cabinet members. The third constraint that I see is the fact that this government is basically a coalition between 2 conservative forces. One, the civilian-led, and the other one is some sort of generals retired generals of the armed forces or the military-led political parties. So it's like a marriage of convenience between the civilian conservative side and the military establishment conservative side. Now they have to be together. What are the implications? The implication for the Prime Minister, Mr. Srettha Thavisin, is how much of a say can he have when it comes to the need for the reform of the Thai armed forces to make them modern and answerable to the new challenges on various types of security matters, traditional and non-traditional security matters. How much Mr. Srettha Thavisin, the Prime Minister, can have when it comes to the border security matters pertaining to the situation in Myanmar under the civil war at the moment, under one-man rule in Cambodia, under one-party rules in Laos, and quite an unstable and rising Islamism inside Malaysia. There are border problems and so on. So how much can Mr. Srettha Thavisin as a Prime Minister initiate the border security matters and the relations with the 4 neighboring countries? How much of the approval and consensus that he must get from the military side, or how much he has to keep on listening and complying to the wishes of the top generals of Thailand and so on. So it seems that getting into politics at the moment, there seems to be a lot of constraints, surrounding and pressing upon the very personality of Mr. Srettha Thavisin as the 30th new Thai Prime Minister. So that's for him how to adjust and how to bring about a sort of a unity and sense of purpose and so on inside the government, and at the same time to be able to have a sort of a cordial, accommodating relationship with the powerful armed forces of Thailand. But nothing seems to be so dark and gloomy in that sense. I think Kun Srettha Thavisin, the Prime Minister, having come from the business circle, I think he could be in the position to reach out and converse with the business communities, big conglomerates, medium-sized, small-sized business entity, or individual business people and so on. I think he should have the ability to reach out, talk, and try to find a sort of a cooperative relationship. But one thing that that would be of help to him is to reach out to the people's organization, to the non-governmental organizations, to the trade, labor union, to the various associations of the farming or the agricultural sector and so on. So he's not alone in that. He will have more friends, not to be to get out of that confinement by the fellow coalition partners, by the political family over his head, or the entrenched position of the armed forces and so on. So there is a need for Mr. Srettha Thavisin to reach out to as many walks of life, to as many groups and associations of Thailand as people, to find alliance and to work together for their benefit and for the progress of the country as a whole. I still believe that he has the ability to communicate. Thank you very much. ขอบคุณมากครับ